So, what were some early challenges that you faced in your career? And please suggest some things you adopted in order to overcome those challenges.
My ATS was somewhat around 50 or 55. I thoroughly worked. I sit for a 1 week completely. My last ATS was 98 above, and that would help me to fetch a lot of interviews. Like I did almost 80 interviews, cracked 32. These days, people say market is very down, layoffs are happening. Still hiring is there if you're the right person.
If you want to give any final message for students aspiring to enter the corporate world,
How will I, compete with the IIM students? How will I compete with the SABM students? You can. It is not that difficult.
everyone. Hello, sir, and welcome to today's podcast session. And we are excited to have very special guest with us today here, and someone who is actively working in corporate and bringing real-time industrial insights here. Joining us today is Mr. Ashish Malhotra, currently working at a position of manager in HDFC Bank. So, today's session will be all about bridging gap between academic learning and real-world corporate expectations. So, without further delay, let's dive right into it.
Thank you for this opportunity. It's a pleasure to have me today. And yes, I will give few insights about finance. See, whosoever wanted to get into finance, right?
Yeah.
They should be stick towards the theoretical part. That is the first major thing. Second is you should be aware about the rules. When you're aware about the rule, your this what do you call it? Your role should be mapped with your upcoming whatever you are going to do, right?
Yes.
So suppose I am going to do certification, it should be matched with my role. If I am going to do internship, it should be matched with my role. If it is matched with my role, then it will be easy for me. The path will be very easy, right? Coming to HDFC, it was pretty difficult task. I thoroughly remember, like I did almost 80 interviews, cracked 32. It was brilliant journey that time. Day and out, I used to give interviews a lot. But yeah, it was pretty good. See, again, one more thing I'll tell you, don't stick to, just to the particular companies. Explore different opportunities, explore your options, go for off campus, find out different opportunities and look for it aggressively.
Okay.
These days, people say market is very down, layoffs are happening. It is there, everything is there. But coming from the corporate perspective, still hiring is there if you're the right person. So you should know the right job and the right opportunity. Once you grab that right opportunity with the right mindset, your job is done. You'll be through. Right?
So, sir, I want to ask that how did academic background help in shaping your career path?
See, academic background helped me a lot, right? Talking about the PGDM which I did from here, right? I would specifically mention few of the faculties who helped me to get to this path. I would recommend the other students too. Balaji sir, Dr. Balaji Nayak. He's one of the faculty assistant professor of the college, and so he helped me a lot. When I was at your stage, right, I was very confused. I got 3 different offer letters for internship.
Okay.
And I was confused. I was like, what to do? So I went straight away to him. I said, sir, these 3 offer letters I'm having, these 3 companies. What should I do? He said, what is the role? I told him, sir, holiday in finance role, junior financial analyst. He said, go for it. I said, it's in Chennai. And I don't know their local language and I don't know how the weather it is. It's pretty difficult for me to live there. He said, take a bus, pack your bag and go. That night itself I went. That is the kind of mindset I have. So yes, this academic, journey was very good. I learned a lot of things. And from the corporate perspective, it helped me a lot, right? Because I had the thorough knowledge about the practical subjects which I applied towards my journey. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so what were some early challenges that you faced in your career? And please suggest some things you adopted in order to overcome those challenges.
So few of the challenges I'll mention. One is, you know, CV.
Oh, yeah.
So ATS, it is very much important. I wasn't aware of earlier when I started my, applying stage. My ATS was somewhat around 50 or 55 that time. I thoroughly worked. I sit for a 1 week completely. I built my CV on my own. I did not use any template, any fancy templates, nothing. Build my CV on my own. Did lot of trial and error, lot of permutation combination, and my last ATS was 98 above,
Great.
and that would help me to fetch lot of interviews. So yeah, that was the major,
Okay,
part,
so
yeah.
as you know that now AI is in the big frame. So what role does data and analytics play in decision making in banking today?
See, when we talk about banking, AI is taking over everywhere. Even in banking, there is one software which we use, right? So, like Google, we have a coach
Yeah.
where automated with the help of chitti replies, we can, schedule our work very easily. And because of this minimal paper of work. Now, earlier what happened is when we go to the bank, there is a lot of documentation, lot of stuff was there. Now, process is very become easy. So we have the time, we can, park our time for the different things, different works we can do, and enhancement is there. That is the reason, yeah. AI shaped the world.
Okay. So, sir, bridging academics and corporate world, coming to this section. So, according to you, what skills do students learn in college that are actually useful in corporate world?
Yeah. See, students who are learning in the colleges, I will give them one recommendation. When you are into the college, it is never like you should not enjoy, you should. But you should be focused enough. The moment you step into the college, you are focused towards your career. You should know that what you wanted to do from the day one itself. Which career, when I said career, it should be very specific. Which role, which companies you should target from day one. When you know that, when you know your targets, it will be easy to meet, right? Then you do the right things. Then you start building your CV, apply for the companies, understand the culture of the companies, what they're looking for, what kind of candidate they are looking for. A lot of competition is there in the market. How will you ace it? You can ace it when you have something differentiation. So this differentiation comes, right?
Okay. So, sir, what mistakes do fresh graduates commonly make when they're entering into corporate world?
One of the common mistake which freshly graduates do is, because of pressure, I would say, they choose a wrong field. So I have seen a lot of pressure because of family pressure or because of education pressure, from the college pressure, whatever it is, they choose the wrong field. They jumped into the placement, they jumped into the, company, and then they got stuck there. Then they won't be able to shift. Might be because of package, might be other reasons, XYZ reasons were there. So one advice to fresher is very stringent about the role.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what certifications would you recommend for the students?
Certifications depend on different roles. If you're looking for finance, in finance there are 3 different streams. As I said, investment banking, equity research analyst, right? Then financial analyst. If you wanted to go for investment banking, go for FMBA, go for corporate finance. This will help you. If you wanted to go for ERA, then NISM series you do, right? So these type of certifications which should be relevant towards the role. When you have the in-depth knowledge of the role, your life will become easy, right?
So, sir, how do you see the role of technology, fintech, and AI evolving in banking sector?
Good question. Fintech. See, fintech is becoming a big competitor of banking, right? Fintech is booming these days. There are a lot of good companies which are coming in fintech, but presence of banking is very large. It comes from the tradition, right? And gradually banking is also adopting the same. Banking started a lot of tools, to make customers life easier, to make their employees life easier. So they are also rapidly working for the same. Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you manage your work-life balance in this demanding role?
Work-life balance. See, I'm very workaholic, so it is very easy for me to manage though. So I used to work from 9:30 to 5:30, and I do pursue my hobby, right? Yeah. See, if you are very passionate about your work, if you love your work, then it will be very easy for you to do it. You like the job every day, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, what motivates you to keep growing professionally?
What motivates me to
Yeah.
keep going professionally? My mother.
Oh,
She is the one who motivates me to keep growing professionally. I still remember when I was at your stage, I told you that you should have that one reason. If you have the one reason, you can grow rapidly, faster. You can ace it. That reason was my mother. My mother told me one day that you should have at least 30 offer letters. Without, you should not come to home. I said, okay, I'll get it. Hook or by crook, I'll get it. I get it now.
got it. Okay. So, if you could give one piece of advice to your younger selves, what would it be?
One piece of advice is focus, and if possible, little stay away from social media rumors. There are a lot of rumors which is there in social media these days, be it Instagram, be it LinkedIn. A lot of rumors are there. Don't get into that rumors. Just focus on your basics. Rest everything will be taken care.
So, sir, let's have one rapid fire engaging sector. Okay. So, finance or marketing?
Finance.
Risk or stability?
Risk.
One skill every student must learn.
Negotiation.
One book or resource that you would recommend.
Advanced Corporate Finance. It's very much available in your library.
One habit that changed your career.
Struggling.
So, sir, if you want to give any final message for students aspiring to enter the corporate world.
Final message is already given. Do good, work hard, and rest of the things will take care. Just do your best. Put your efforts. Efforts needs to be there. See, nothing is impossible. You guys seem like that. How will I, compete with the IIM students? How will I compete with the SIBM students? You can. It is not that difficult. You have that capability. You have the resources. It is just that how you're using the resources well. If you're using the resources well, your life is good. Right?
So, we sincerely appreciate your time and effort, sir.
Thank you.
For being a part of this session. Your valuable inputs have made this conversation both meaningful and impactful for everyone. So, we are truly grateful for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you.